Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe. We are trying to hit 50,000 subscribers, and let's go guys. So some later data mines that have been found in the files for the dev server, and we're going to do probably two videos. This one showing basically the first dev server things, the last of the first dev server things, and then the second one will be on the second dev server, right? Technically, right? So let's go. So part 3, new ship, obviously the Lorraine was added. Lorraine, I don't know, how do I say that? I mean, Jesus, it sounds like Arabic or something. But anyway, okay, added funnels to the damage models. Okay, I see some changes to the ships. I'm going to just like pass it over because I'm not the most advanced ship player, so you can pause it to take a look. I will leave the links in the description as well. Ground changes, so all ground vehicles have overheat damage now, including trains, which is cool. Overheat damage, as you see, delay 20 seconds, damage 5, so you can get damaged by overheating the engine if your radiator have been heated on ground tanks, right, on ground vehicles. So yeah, some changes to the empty mass over here, nothing crazy. Of course, we're going to see a lot of the changes to the new missiles. We're not going to mention every single one of them because, you know, we know that they are going to be a little bit more realistic, a little bit harder to use, you know. So, yeah. BTR-80A, some changes to it as well, as you see. Object 435, some changes to the armor of it as well. The Vijayanta that I called as a Centurion in my video, which, oh my god, come on, Matt, come on. It is actually a Vickers, if I'm not mistaken, because, come on, I'm not gonna even mention too much, but yeah. So yeah, the Vijayanta, and Vijayanta, I don't know how do I pronounce that, but yeah, some changes to it. NVD projector, for example, pretty cool. Some changes to the armor for the Freccia. Centauro. As I said, I'm not gonna mention too much because, as you know, oh my god, they changed the NVD for a higher resolution on the CV9030. And it's not a big change, even though, yes, it makes that the aircraft, the tank is a lot better, but it's not something game-changing, right? But yeah, as I said, pause it to take a look if you want any specific vehicle, right? Bomb changes, so they changed the aerodynamics of a lot of these bombs as well. They already changed like the Cab 500 and others. So yeah, here we have the walleyes. So now they are going to turn less, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. It should be improved in some aspects and worse in others. For example, here, the fins are going to turn more, but, you know, 90 seconds, good. For example, here, the GPUs, they are improved in the Gs and stuff, so it might turn better, but these ones might be nerfed, so it's something along those lines, right? I don't know exactly what these autopilot things actually change. Fabs to 50s, yeah, as you see, changing in the Cab 500L. Some other changes in other laser guided stuff. Some different changes in the FOV of the laser seeker. This might change a lot if you're dropping these bombs specifically. Uses navigation, inertia navigation. That's interesting, man. That's actually pretty good. Does it mean that you can actually lose the lock and like turn it on again? Probably, right? BGL. Okay. A lot of changes in the bombs, man. Let's just see. Air missile changes. So yeah, new missile. Copy paste 9M for okay, so basically they added a copy paste M125, 127 for the K52 and stuff. It doesn't change too much. It's like a minor thing that I think we will see later, but yeah. Some changes over here. These missiles, obviously, because it has the new, the new like flight model, kind of. AS-34, I noticed that it is a little bit better right now. It is hitting ships better. So the Marine Flieger anti-ship missile should be better. Bars changes, yeah, I'm going to just pass it over. You can pause it to take a look. All of these changes are due to the new aerodynamics and the new physics of the new missile. So I'm not gonna, talk too much about it because, I mean, you know where the changes are if you see the dev blog about it. Basically, they're making it so that these missiles are more realistic because they're not gonna use their own like direct link to the code for actually turning or with thrust and stuff. They're going to have proper engines and proper like aerodynamic features with the fins and stuff that will make it more more realistic. So yeah, pretty cool. Ground changes, as you see. Apply to HIF. Okay, apply to shells. Okay. Some changes in the shrapnel amount on these ammunitions. So interesting. Launch this to some stat card changes on all of these ammos. Sharpnel changes on some of the ATGMs as well, as you see. Some delay fuses changing. Some like for example here. Now it has an actual fin that actually turns and then makes the physical missile turn, and it takes a little bit of time and stuff. So it's more realistic, even though it's worse to use as a player, but it is indeed a lot more realistic. So all these changes are just basically that, making so that every single ATGM and missile have their own kind of physics to the aerodynamic for surfaces and stuff. So yeah, part 5, let's take a look. Okay, number visible part, okay. The BR changes. So as you see, we have some BR changes like the TR-88 that was added to 7.0. So very cool. F100A. So yes, the engine was changed on the F100s, as you see. I already talked about the performance that was severely increased, but now we can see why they added a new engine to it. So yeah, very cool. I think the D variant also had some buffs to its engine. Okay, new vehicles. Of course, here are the economics of the new vehicles that were added in that one. Tech 3 changes. So yeah, obviously the BTR got changed. Some other minor changes. You can pause it and take a look. Economic changes. So yeah, obviously here there will be a lot of economic changes, like different changes in prices. For example, the F-14B got a lower price when stock, but basically the same price when spaded. So every single modification here will be more expensive, right? Because it has this. But there are some other cool changes, like for example, less RP for some of them. So yeah, overall very good. This is always a good thing. Less grind for everybody, right? Some changes to that. So this will kind of continue. Some nerfs in the amount of RP that you need for some of the modifications. Some increase in some of the others. Not worth mentioning every single one of them. But yeah, they're basically here on the Mirage, on the Tornado. Some increasing, some decreasing, as you see. I mean, 43,000 points. I mean, it's still a lot, but yeah. BTR, of course, the BTR was severely increased because he increased a lot the rank of it. So makes sense, right? So yeah, basically this will be the last thing, guys. And then we have the part 6 and 7 that are not ready to post here. But this is basically it for the dev server for the first data mines, right? So we can see that they are actually adding the proper amount of, physics models to the missiles itself and doing some of the minor changes. Nothing too crazy, but anyway, it's cool to see this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and I see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys. See ya.